1-6-2 before they end up happening, and things just all fell apart for the Chicago Bulls. Before a team that hasn't been above 500 for years, of course, like getting to 500, it can feel like an accomplishment. But Josh Giddey said it after yesterday's game, after being interviewed after coming off the court, where he was like, "Oh, the Bulls are back at 500." He was like, "Yeah, but it has to be about getting above 500 and staying above 500." And I love that mindset from Josh Giddey. Like it has to be, the bar has to be set higher than that for the Chicago Bulls team. When you look at the last couple of years for the Bulls, right? We all know the last 2 years, 39 wins. It was the first time, Billy Donovan has not had a worse record. He actually stayed the same. The last time we were above 500 was the 2021-26 season. 46 wins that season, 5 games above 500. And we lost in the first round of the playoffs. We won 1 game, lost in the first round of the playoffs, and that was it, right? And I think that has now left a bad taste in some Bulls fans' minds where they think making it to the playoffs isn't an accomplishment. And I want to talk about why making it to the playoffs would say something about this version of the team, right? I get it where this team has been. I know that it's hard to separate. Well, hell, we've been in the play-in for the last 3 years. You're right. We have been. But I think the last few years were a little bit different. Last year, of course, we finished with a version of this of close to what we have now as far as of the roster. But even that season started off with Zach LaVine still on the roster, right? The season before that, LaVine went down early in the season, but DeMar was still on the roster, right? The Bulls have one of the youngest rosters in the NBA, right? And that's even still with elderly ass Nikola Vucevic on the roster. When you include Zach Collins, and I'm including Zach Collins because he is going to be part of the rotation when healthy and this season, and you include 35-year-old Nikola Vucevic, I'm excluding Noah Essengay at 19 years old because he didn't really play a role into the season, and he's not coming back this season. So when you look at the average age of the 11 rotational players by the Chicago Bulls, the average age is 25 years old. If you compare that to the last time the Bulls were in the playoffs, where in the 2021-22 season, the average age of the top 11 rotational players was 28, was almost 28, was almost the average age of that roster. So in 3 years in basketball time means a lot. And I think, specifically, we're excluding Noah Essengay, who's not part of the rotation, 28-year-old Zach Collins, and 35-year-old Nikola Vucevic. You take away just 35-year-old Nikola Vucevic, we drop down to almost 23 is the average age of this team. I mean, of the 11 rotational players.